Welcome to my All Soaps Update channel, everyone. I hope today is fantastic for everyone. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a high rating before we start. October 7th, 2025, Tuesday. Will declares his unwavering love for Elektra. Taylor and Ridge gather to grieve over Luna, and Deke makes a daring suggestion regarding Hope's line in today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. The editors themselves selected all of the highlighted goods and services. Orders placed through Soaps.com's retail relationships may result in a commission for the website, and the retailer may obtain auditable data for their records. Taylor and Ridge are concerned that Steffi will have to discuss Luna's survival at Forrester and deal with her lunacy. Taylor worries that she now has all the power if Luna is expecting Will's child. With a whisper, "I will always be bound to her," Ridge says. Finn will at least keep her out of his life. As Hope watches the models walk the showroom runway, she pauses to share her excitement about the return of Hope for the future, at which point Deke shows up. As they tell each other how much they've missed one another, Hope gives her brother a hug. Hope contacts Deke for assistance because she knows he recently graduated from design school. He is ecstatic. Hope asks her brother why he's back in town while the models leave. "Has a new guy entered your life?" Deke quickly asks that Remy not be brought up. He acknowledges that he has a roommate, but he won't identify them. Hope asks Deke where he would take Hope for the future on her way back to work. Her brother's admission that he favors urban flair over bohemian chic adds awkwardness to the situation. Hope, who thinks he's a good man, responds, "Maybe you are back in town for a reason," to his claim that her collection should show that she is an adult. "We think he'll be her next designer." Will and Elektra declare their love for one another in the Forrester living room. Naturally, the topic of Luna and her pregnancy is brought up right away. Will intends to continue hoping the child is not his. He is certain that Luna cannot touch their affection. Elektra is upset that their first night together was ruined. This was not the life she had imagined or desired. Will feels bad about putting her through this. He would stop at nothing to save Elektra this suffering. Will promises that they will cooperate to get past this. Finn stammers, "You're alive," at Luna in his office. The fact that his mother kept her alive astounds him. Luna encourages him to acknowledge that her survival is a miracle. Luna urges her father to express his happiness that she is still alive while he looks naively at Finn. Finn merely gazes at her. When Luna chuckles and tells him she has wonderful news for him, she once again blows his head. "You will become a grandfather." According to his conclusion, this is very surprising. Luna assures Finn that the life she will offer her child would be far superior to the one she was given. She is surprised when Finn asks her how she intends to accomplish this while confined. "Luna, you pulled a gun on Steffi. You did shoot Liam and Sheila." Luna objects. They've given her another chance. This baby is her top priority. It is the child of Will Spencer. Finn scowls as he tries to comprehend everything. Taylor Hayes folded her arms across her chest and gazed out the window, the only sound in the office being the gentle hum of the Forrester air conditioner. Her heart appeared to be stuck in a gloomy fog, while the Los Angeles skyline shimmered in violet and gold. Unable to remain motionless for more than a few seconds, Ridge Forrester paced behind her. He ran a hand through his hair and mumbled, "Luna's alive," for the 100th time. Sheila knew all this time. With wet but resolute eyes, Taylor turned. "Sheila has a knack for making everyday situations frightening. But Ridge, we need to discuss our next course of action. For Steffi, Finn, and everyone else, everything changes when Luna shows up." Ridge halted his motion. "You believe I'm unaware of that?" His voice broke under the strain of disapproval. Following that girl's actions, Steffi is only now beginning to breathe normally. "And now she's back," Taylor whispered. "And expecting a child." That word echoed like a thunderclap between them. Ridge looked over at her. "You really think that?" Slowly, Taylor nodded. "I would prefer not to. But Luna has complete control if the baby is indeed Will Spencer's." "Over the Spencers and our family." Ridge's expression blurred. "My family is not the target of her retaliation. Not Steffi. Not Finn. And most definitely not Brooks or Hope's World." Taylor's voice grew softer. You sound just like your father. Maybe I am, since all Luna brings is chaos, Edge said, still attempting to keep the chaos under control. He was angry, but he was also afraid that his family's wounds would not heal if Luna survived. Taylor let out a long sigh. This cannot be done the old-fashioned manner, Rich. Perhaps we ought to confront her and pay attention. He gave a sour laugh. Hear what Luna has to say? After my daughter was shot by her? He and Taylor looked at each other. She is also the daughter of someone. And now a mother, perhaps. Ridge said nothing. He simply turned aside and stared out the window, troubled by the thought that this was not the end, that the storm was only getting started. Scene 2. Hope and Deke get back together in the showroom. As models walked past showcasing the newest Hope for the Future collection, the rhythmic click of heels reverberated down the runway. I hope Logan grinned, her eyes full of pride. Her words, "You all look amazing." Hope let out a breath as the final model vanished behind the curtain. At last, we're back. Couldn't stay away forever, huh? A voice that sounded familiar teased. With a gasp, Hope whirled around. Deke. With a duffel bag draped over his shoulder, her younger brother stood there with a sheepish smile. His features were sharper, and his dark hair had grown longer. He appeared more self-assured and rather enigmatic. Do you miss me? He inquired. Hope hurried over and embraced him tightly. Obviously. In New York, you should be wrapping off your design internship. He replied, shrugging. I graduated early. Thought it was time to return home. Hope looked closely at him. You must conceal something. I'm conscious all the time. He laughed quietly. Sis, no secrets. In any case, perhaps one. Hope arched an eyebrow. A female? After a moment of hesitation, Deke remembered Remy whispering, Don't tell anyone I'm in LA. He said, a roommate, without warning. You'd like him. Keep quiet. Into music. Hope grinned. You're fleeing. An illustration of the hybrid maneuver used by Forrester Logan. Deke smiled, then his voice grew gloomy. I came to see you and your line, actually. Despite the fact that Hope for the Future is a legend, let me be honest. Hope playfully folded her arms. A boy, huh? You can be yourself, younger sibling. It's outdated, Deke stated simply. 5 years ago, you were a different woman. Why should your brand be? Hope blinked in surprise for a second, then smiled. You've evolved. Your voice is that of a creative director. Perhaps I am, Deke answered softly. Perhaps I have a purpose for being here. Hope gave him a serious look as she recognized that he was more than just her brother. A potential companion. A competitor. A risk, perhaps. Scene 3. Love and fear in the Forrester mansion. Electra's voice faded in the fire.